to another TK41 collectibles video. It's nice to get a bit more Star Wars into the collection. So we've got TMS141, Clone Commander Wolffe from the Clone Wars. Let's check this out.
TK421, why aren't you at your post?
Because I'm busy buying collectibles, sir.
Alright, man, load your weapon.
So right, as usual, let's have a quick look at this box. Big picture of Commander Wolffe there, looking fantastic. And then the blue and yellow Clone Wars style banner along the bottom there. And then a picture of Wolffe unhelmeted on the side there, looking fantastic. And then removing the lid, we've got another big picture of the figure there with the Wolffe emblem in the background, looking superb that. And usually these are like really dynamic poses and or explosions and stuff, but this looks just like a nice museum posed picture there, looking good. And there's the figure all boxed up. Let's get him out and have a look at all these accessories.
There's one. Set for stun.
As always with these sets, you get quite a lot of accessories. Let's have a look at what we get. Let's have a quick look at the hands then. So you get two of the weapon holding hands there. You get the kind of gesturing one. Good bit of weathering on the panel there, the grey panel, then two-fingered salute thing, pointing one, and then these two relaxed hands on the figure. Then on the weapons, we've got the two DC-17 blaster pistols that we've seen a lot with these clones with that kind of grey sort of wash on it. And then the blaster rifle, looking great this. I do like these. Again, we've seen these with every single clone we get. So nothing new there really. Then we've got the droid poppers, so the standard one there, and then the sticky one on they chuck them on the wall and stuff. These look great, these, dead tiny. And then we've got the data pad, looking good. Doesn't light up or anything, but it's always that screen. Then we've got a swap out bit for his left gauntlet, which we'll have a look at in a minute. Then we've got this fantastic jetpack with this design on it. Obviously the jetpacks are pretty much the same across every clone, but this one has got this definite unique paint application on it. Got that red motif there, and then like the kind of the Wolfpack sort of branding on it, I guess, and lots of weathering on there, looking fantastic. And then the red around the nozzles as well. And then we get the two flame effects for that jetpack. These look amazing, these. I do use them sometimes, but not always. But they do look really, really good. And then we get a swap out helmet and head sculpt, but we'll come on to them in a minute. So straight onto the base, Star Wars Clone Commander Wolffe. Looking really good this. It's like the flight deck style that we normally see, but really well kind of weathered up, all them scratches and everything. Looking like that. And a waist grabber, which isn't my favourite, but rather than a dynamic flight stand, we get these nowadays, if you did want to put the figure to look like he was flying. So right, let's have a look at the figure itself.
Give me regular reports, please.
And here he is, straight out the box, and he's got the Phase 2 helmet on from the get-go. Looking absolutely superb, this. I mean, this might be my last clone, to be honest, because I've just got too many now, and I'm only going to be getting ones that have got a head sculpt, I think, but that helmet looks fantastic. And the clone itself, obviously, is looking brilliant. I do kind of like not too fussed about it when it gets announced, but then when they come out, absolutely brilliant. So let's have a look at this helmet to start off with. Okay, and here we go. A lot of detail on this. You got scratches, you got the weathering, got those like kind of gold 3 little strips there, which I've never seen before, never noticed before, to be honest. And then he's got the those kind of teeth in like motif going on there, and then the vents and stuff on the side of the helmet. Obviously the front teeth as well, and then that red triangle in the middle of his helmet there. He's got the rangefinder. So much stuff going on with this. It's such a great design. I think someone said in the comments before that it wasn't quite as accurate. There's something slightly off with it, but I mean, I can't really tell to that level of detail, I'll be honest. So I'm just happy it's in the collection. And there it is round the back and stuff. Lots of good weathering on it, looking fantastic. And then moving down the body, we've got the Wolffe head on the on his right shoulder armour there, looking at ace. And then on this side he's got like that design, and then that antenna. Again, there's weathering on the antenna as well. Absolutely fantastic. And then obviously a design on the bicep armour, and that sort of similar sort of design on this gauntlet as well. And there's the swap out, that's like a keypad I think. There's a swap out bit to make it not a keypad, which we'll try in a minute. We've got the holster there on both sides. And again, the belt's looking ace. The chest armour, lots of weathering and speckled dirt and stuff. And then he's got this camera skirt thing going down. So not much weathering on that, that's just like kind of plain. And then the leg armour. Again with the grey kind of teeth sort of design going on, looks a fantastic design that, I love it. And onto the boot. And then same up again up the other side. So absolutely brilliant, loving this. Like I say, it's all repainted panels and stuff, so nothing new really, other than the design on it. And then the back, we've got his standard trooper armour there, thermal detonator there on his back, on his belt, looking great. And that is basically your figure, looking fantastic. Let's swap this helmet out for the Phase 1 and their head sculpts. And here's the Phase 1 helmet. Again, it's really similar to the Phase 2 in that you've got the yellow stripes there on his head. You've got the sort of teeth motif going down the side of his helmet there. Those vents are towards the back really there as well. And then the front teeth. And then obviously the classic sort of Phase 1 helmet, but it's got the red triangle there, the fin along the top, looking superb. And again, it's got the rangefinder there, absolutely fantastic. Again, I'd always prefer the Phase 2 over the Phase 1, but still, if you want to display them like this with like Commander Fox or something, absolutely perfect. But I think for me, this is why I got this figure in the first place, obviously because it's Star Wars and it's a clone, but also because of this head sculpt. That is looking absolutely fantastic. Let me know what you think in the comments. But look at the eyeball on that, and then the massive scar and stuff. That looks superb, that. He's got that kind of 5 o'clock shadow on his chin as well. That sculpt is fantastic, the hair looks great. But yeah, that's looking superb, that to me. Like I say, let me know what you think. Even got like the kind of slightly greying on the temples there. That is superb, that.
It's them. Blast them.
So if you did decide to get 3 of this set, then you could have all of them obviously set up like this. So we've got obviously the Phase 1 on the left, we've got the head sculpt version in the middle, and then the Phase 2 on the right. I mean, they all look amazing, don't they? This is the problem with these sets sometimes. I want to display them, like I want each option on display. For me, it's impossible to get 3 of the same figure, basically. I'd like to have done similar with, obviously, the Wolfpack Deluxe, because that came with, is it 3? Yeah, 3 different head sculpts, Phase 1, 2 Phase 2s. So yeah, absolutely amazing. And here he is, of course, with the rest of the Wolfpack Phase 2 helmets. Now, someone in the comments said these 2 Wolfpack clones with these style helmets are actually named clones, but obviously Hot Toys, I can't remember the names off the top of my head to be honest, but obviously Hot Toys didn't name them as named clones. It was just the Wolfpack 104th Battalion. Like I say, let me know in the comments what you think about this, whether you're picking them up, whether you've picked up the 104th Battalion clones, or whether you're not bothered, whether you're going to be picking up Commander Wolffe. So articulation wise, it's the standard modern clone body, meaning you got good double jointed elbows, solid knee mobility, the ratcheted knees, decent torso twist and crunch, a good range of movement in the arms as well, like the shoulders. Like here, I've got his shoulder quite high up there, and the armour like moves out of the way naturally, nicely, doesn't get in the way at all really, so you can lift those arms quite high. You can get him in some quite aggressive combat sort of commander poses, is it jumping around here with the jetpacks on and everything, with the jetpack flames on, I mean, and it's all very stable as well. Quite surprised, like when you used to get those dynamic flight stands, I used to find them quite unsteady, but this seems to work really well actually. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about this. So when Commander Fox released ages ago, just as the Phase 1, I did think it was kind of weird because we hardly had any Phase 1s other than maybe this 501st if you decided to display them like that. But then as we've obviously progressed with the collection and Hot Toys have released more and more stuff, you do get quite a good Phase 1 collection coming along nicely there. So we've got the Attack of the Clones Phase 1 clone trooper there. We've got the Wolfpack one. Now we've got Commander Wolffe, we've got Commander Fox, and then there's the 501st. We've also got General Kenobi with the Phase 1 helmet disguise. Absolutely fantastic. They do look great, actually. Like I say, Phase 1's not particularly my favourite look. I always thought the helmets looked a tad too big, really, for the bodies, but they do look fantastic, these. So yeah, let me know what you think about these and whether you've picked any of them up yourself, because they do look great. So let me know what you think about this Commander Wolffe figure. I think overall it is fantastic. Goes well, obviously, with so many other of the clones and just all the figures that we've got in the collection, really. It all works. I love this Imperial Commando there. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. If you've got the Wolfpack as well, it's a great companion piece to that. And obviously we've seen him with Commander Fox as well. So I mean, I love the grey on it, and I can't wait to get Plo Koon as well. Absolutely going to be amazing, that, for the full battalion look. So is it worth picking up? Well, I mean, it's an amazing head sculpt, amazing set of helmets, and great armour. The weathering on it's fantastic, great articulation, and it's a fantastic display character. So the only downside probably is the kind of that proprietary Hot Toys neck connector thing. It's a bit of a pain sometimes, but not too bad. So if you're collecting Clone Wars figures, this is basically an essential one for the collection, I think. One of the best commanders they've ever done. The head sculpt is just absolutely phenomenal. So if you're collecting Clone Wars, it's essential. And if you just love unique clones, again, definitely worth picking up. So thanks for watching. Appreciate you checking out this video of TMS141 Clone Commander Wolffe. If you want to chat about this or anything else in the collection, I'll see you in the comments. Otherwise, see you in the next video. Take it easy.